afternoon, everybody. How is everyone today? How was everyone's weekend? I didn't do a video yesterday. Do you know that yesterday I think I sat at my desk staring at my computer screen trying to figure out what I was going to do with the day? So I ended up starting to clean up some things, and I posted some book pages because I already had those bundles ready, and I wanted to see if I could sell those few bundles I had done. Vintage book page and music paper. And then last night, again, I was having the worst time. I just couldn't get focused on anything. So I started cleaning up fussy cuts and redesigning my butterflies, fussy cut butterflies. But then this morning I woke up and said, I don't like the way I did it, and I'm redoing them again. Oh, it's terrible. My brain. And I even had a coffee. I know what it is. I'm supposed to be on thyroid medication, my depression pills, and my blood pressure pill. I ran out. I need to get into my doctor. But right now, if I go in, I haven't been to my doctor in 4 years. And with being off my medication for so long, all my test results are going to be awful. So I'm trying to get her to phone me, send a prescription to my pharmacist, because my doctor's, for me, it would take 2.5 hours by train and buses and subway. So just to go in for a prescription. So I'm trying to get her to send a prescription to my pharmacist and get on it. Sorry, I thought that was the cat's, but it was just Jacob. So, I need to get on it before I can go in and get all my blood tests done. And so I can feel that sluggishness, brain fog, pain that I'm in right now. I think it's the damp. We went from really hot weather to really damp weather. And my back and my knees are aching. Today we're working on Blue Journal, but technically it is Tag Tuesday. I'm just going to put the scissors up in here. That way they're easy to get to. And I had so many ideas going through my head that I couldn't get my printer to work. I worked on my printer forever, and then I realized last night Andre changed all the passwords with the Wi-Fi. We had to reset it, and he had to do some things to it. So finally I figured out what was causing it. And then I put cardstock in to print some stuff on, and it came out on, this is to align my computer, but I don't throw this away, so I didn't put the stuff on cardstock. I want to make sure I use this. So, again, we're going to kind of work on tag for the Blue Journal. And I came up with some, of course, I am really getting into designing. I am not great at it. I don't have a great program, so not always easy. And look at this blue paper I found. Isn't it beautiful? And look, this tells you how my printer wasn't working. I wanted 1 copy of it. I got 3 copies of it. Then this one I printed out. I don't even know where I put the extras. Then this one, oh yeah, and I canceled one of these, or I would have 4 of these. One, my ink was running out, so that's not too bad. But I won't throw these out. I'll cut them out, and I'll do, when I do like an envelope of surprise fussy cuts, and that's what I can throw those into. They won't go to waste. Either will this. I mean, I was thinking of doing a surprise envelope again. So I just had to print those. Like if I need any more blue right now. I am in such a blue. And remember I told you I had another Blue Journal? And now I found it yesterday, and now I lost it again. Because I think I piled stuff on it. Which isn't surprising. Because that's how I roll sometimes. Is it that one? No. That's why I'm going through everything. I have so much cleaning to do. And I'm going to really work on that. This is just papers and more papers and more papers. That's what I'm talking about. I've got so many things just everywhere. So I threw all of it in the basket to sort through it. But do you think I can find that basket now? At all? No. I found the Blue Journal, lost the Blue Journal. I also decided I'm always looking for my bags except for I threw stuff in it because I got to find a place for this stuff. But I'm making where all my stuff for packaging and mailing out is. So that kind of is started, but then I threw stuff in it for right now because, again, I've got stuff everywhere. And I'm killing myself. I really am. It's got to be in here. Maybe I put it under here. See, these are other paper packs I have when I was cleaning. See, this is almost empty. So I just like got stuff everywhere. Like there's all this paper. Again, some of it is I need to use for something. I really thought it was in here. But I just put them in the baskets, and what I'm going to do is grab a basket and clean out a basket. And then go from there. I have a feeling it's in here, and I don't know why I'm looking for it right now. Because you know why I got distracted? I chased a rabbit, and that is me, rabbit chaser. So it isn't in there either. I found it, guys. I found my other blue journal. I really, really did. I'm not lying. I did. I really, really did. And I don't see any other blue baskets. So, oh my, where did I put it? Oh, I know where I put it. I think I found the rabbit. I think I found the rabbit. See, that's all my bows. All ready to go. These are handy. I love those. My lace papers that shouldn't be in here. Let's put them on top of that one. So here's the other blue journal that I haven't even got all the signatures in it as far as I know. Let me double check that. So I thought, well, you know what? After I might keep this close by. Now this is a tall one, a tall flip-flop. So it, you know, it goes like this. I left a pocket here. Then it opens, and there's your first signature. Then it opens. There's your second signature. Then you flip it over. And it looks skinny right now because I haven't added any flips and flops in it. So I have that blue one too. So I've thought of putting that underneath my blue trays here and keeping it close by. Now let's get on to what we're supposed to. I found this tag yesterday when I was cleaning. It's almost a blue one I did. So that's perfect. It's ready to go in. I was happy about that. Okay. I got an itchy eye. So, I seen this. This is just a regular envelope. Right here. Right? And so, first thing I need to do is get glue. I put my scissors here. I put my bone folder there. But I forgot my glue stick. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue just that. Because I don't want... And then I'm going to slightly trim the top. Can be... I'm doing a smaller one, but I thought if you have a bigger envelope, and I don't know if I have a really big one right now. Do I have a really big one? I'll show you in a sec. So I took the top off. Okay. And see, I need to put a little glue there. Okay. And I want it like this. Now, if you want to match it, you can. But I kind of want this look. So that's why I'm doing it. When I saw this, and I'm trying to remember the lady I saw it off of, I then last night was laying in bed, and I was thinking, even if you have a longer one, I don't have a long one, but you could do, what I would have to do is because of the way I tore this open, you could also take a bigger one, right, if you wanted it to, and you could turn it into a page in the journal as well, right? So you could make it bigger, and if you have even the longer envelope, then you could do it as well. Okay. I should have made a sample, but sometimes I like to do it from scratch with you guys for the first time so that you can see, you know. So now we're going to decorate the pages. So we kind of want a background on this. And I thought, if I can pick it up, this would make a nice background. That is the reason I printed it. So I'm going to go ahead and just trim off that side there. And no, it's not a tag, but we have to put tags in it, right? So that's where I'm hoping we get to. So we're kind of making, and technically it's not a pocket either. It is something to go in a pocket. It's, I don't know what to call it. Pocket tag? I don't know. It's I don't know what to call it. I don't even know what she called it. I can't remember. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do all the same and uniform it, because I'm bad for wanting to uniform everything, because that's just the way I roll. Maybe I'll do the front and the back. Now, if you want to glue it down, you necessarily don't have to glue, but I'm not sure if I will, so I'm just going to go ahead, and I've decided that I'm going to, and so I'm not going to do it long ways now, I'm going to do it lengthways. So I'm going to go ahead, put my glasses down so I can see if I can get one side of it as close to the edge as possible. This, I'm going to do that too. It saves time, because me, if I have to decide too many papers, we'll be here till Tuesday next week. Oh. It doesn't help that Sunday night and last night I stayed up way too late. I don't know why. Well, I'm trying. Last night it was butterflies got in my head, and I kept working on it, and I was fussy cutting all my old butterflies up. I'm just trying to tidy and reorganize, because I got these and now I wished I remember where I bought them. I think I bought them at the Dollarama, but they could have been the dollar store. I want these usable, where things that I use on a regular basis. So normally I have my butterfly, I'm going to keep them in, some in my things, but some of them I'm going to put, this will have some pink and this will have some blue that I can open up and get to right away instead of flipping through this. And then these will keep some extras in it as well. As you can see, I still left all kinds of purple in. So that's how I got on the butterfly thing last night. So I'm going to have pink, purple, blue. Then I'm going to have like red, green. And then I might have like a mix of yellows and browns and oranges, because there's colors I don't use often. Even red I don't, right? But I'm going to have just a few in it. So if I need butterflies, I can pull it down and get to it easier than these. And then I can restock from here. For now, I might end up, that could change. But I just like it because I can see in it. But that could change, guys, because right now I'm so disorganized. It's driving me crazy, so I'm trying to think of ways to... Now, sometimes I am crazy because I don't always like white envelope to show. So then sometimes I try to squeeze in paper on here. And I just got to take an inch off. And it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Doesn't have to be perfect. Let's just go ahead. This weekend, what did I do this weekend? I didn't do a lot. I didn't go out much. Friday I did, and I was exhausted Saturday. And then Saturday, oh, I was trying to finish. I'm behind in orders because of all the funerals and and depression. I'll be honest with you guys. It's been a hard couple months, and with not having my medication, it's part of that thing too of staring off into space. I just really wanted to crawl back into bed yesterday and just stay in bed all day. And I've been feeling like that for the past few days. So it's hard to be very creative when you're feeling that way. Right? So it's just been... And it doesn't help that I watched something that was... Well, first Rhonda with an H, Winstead's husband, came on and she passed away. And I just felt like, I hope if somebody... I'm by myself, right? Like, there's nobody that, someone would come on and let my people know, but it touched me because she had such a warm soul. And I know she's no longer in pain and all that, but I guess with the deaths already, Rhonda's death just kind of hit a little hard. And then, I'm just sad, guys, sad. There's been a lot, and so I'm just trying to deal with it the best I can. I'm a very, I have a lot of empathy. I feel things very deeply. I feel things, and it's silly, but I never really understood why, even when I read a novel, I get really into my books, or even into a TV show or a movie, and I'll cry because for some reason, even though it's not true, there's people out there that, are hurting and fires. And so I just always feel deep things deeply. And it used to bother me a lot. I hated being such a crybaby. Just like right now, just crying. It bothers me. But then the other part of me feels like, because I feel things, I'm able to sympathize with people and listen to people, and so it's kind of one of... Okay, I forgot to fold this over and recrease it so that... So, there's good and bad to being that person who feels things deeply. One, when you already suffer with depression, it can get tricky. So, there's that. And then just, I cry. I cry when I'm happy too, guys. My sister's wedding, it'll be 2 years this October already. I can't believe it. It feels like I just planned her wedding. And when my sister started walking down the aisle, even with her second marriage, I was still bawling. It's just who I am. And I've learned to accept that part of me. I love people very easily, so it leaves me open to hurt sometimes. Because because of the way I love, or the way you don't understand when people do things that hurt people. And I just wonder, there we go. That one's covered. I didn't quite get it close enough. So I'm thinking when I fold it like this, and I didn't bring, of course, that. I'm just looking for my ink too. Sometimes when I have too many projects going, and it's my brain, I get distracted very easily. Even talking, I get distracted. And my depression has been hard as a Christian who believes in Christ and the power of prayer, because, everybody just keeps saying, just pray about it, and you'll feel better. And I wished it worked that easily. I do pray about it. You know, but it doesn't change the fact that, you know, depression is a mental illness. It's not, you know, it is what it is. And it took me a long time. My mother forced me to go to the doctors about it. And I suspected it since I was in my 20s, but I would just be told, oh, don't worry, just pray, just trust in the Lord more, and you won't be depressed, and you won't be sad. And that was really hard. I'm wondering if I could put maybe a little script in there, but that's not big enough, wide enough. That might look pretty too. Let's do a script. If I say that, and watch that be my only piece, and I love this one, and I don't know where it is on my printer. Do I have, by chance, another piece of it printed? By chance. Could it have been something I accidentally printed a million times? I doubt it. And I'm coughing again. And I think that I'm wondering if not being on my blood pressure pills is causing this light cough. So I have that script, but I printed on the back and I don't. There it is. There it is. Oh, I'm so lucky, guys. So lucky. What's a lucky girl? What's a lucky girl? There we go. There we go. So I like this one, and I think this is from Graphics Fairy, if I'm correct. I pay the membership there to be able to have. I gotta empty my garbage can again. Every time I seem to do a video, my garbage can was empty over the weekend. On Friday, I put all my garbage out. Yeah, I think I like that. Yes, I do. Who says it has to be all blue? Okay, here we go. Let's get these glasses down so the eyes can see better. The hardest part is that fold, making sure you're not too close to the fold, that it bubbles over, and close enough you don't get the white space. That's sometimes the hard part. And I'm just noticing I need a little bit more glue on this. Okay, now we go ahead and we cut. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. Okay, there we go. Put that away. That. I wished I would have pulled the video back up and refreshed my brain, because I think it was one day last week I watched this and thought, oh, I have to show you guys. I have to do one with you guys. Always corners with me. So I always just go in and double check my corners. I usually see that when I go to ink. Okay. I like that. That was pretty easy for me. Normally I hum and ho. Oh, what am I going to put there? What paper? Not today. It was really good. Now a pocket. Now I was thinking I should have printed an extra one of these, because this would have looked really cute down there. But let's go into our basket, our handy little basket. There might be something in here that might go very well. Oh, this is going to be perfect. what she did. I can change my mind on that. Now I know why she didn't cut it right away. We're going to put glue here. There's a reason, guys. There's a reason. B. This might be cute up in here, but there's a reason. Seeing if I cut enough. Nope. Did I do it that time? Yep. Yep. Okay. Because we want the side pocket here. Okay, so we're back into here to look for something we might be able to use for a pocket. That does work. That is an idea. How would that look for a side pocket? Not very good. I can't decide if I like this blue one or not. He's kind of interesting. He might make, I was thinking a side pocket, but I might make a tall pocket like that. It is kind of interesting. It's too bad this is not too wide, because I would have liked that as a pocket. I don't have anything small enough. I might make that into a pocket. Now I think she had a nice corner pocket here, which I don't do often enough. And I should do a nice corner pocket. But what paper would look good as a corner pocket? Would that look good if I ended up cutting that? Let's just do this to get an idea. I guess that's not bad. It's a little long. There's that idea. Look, come on out of there. It's really stuck in there. Let's get that out. There we go. This might work. This might work. I'm not good at corner pockets. I think that is my biggest problem with them. Let me just fold this down so I can get an idea of where it is. Let's put the pencil mark on this side. Oh, because I want to be able to know exactly where. It's not like pencil doesn't erase. Well, you know what we'll do? I think what I'll do is do this first. I don't know which way it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be to the top. Darn it, I don't want to rip this. Darn it. That just went out. Or we bring in the script. Let's see if that works. What first we'll do is we'll do it like this. See, I'm telling you guys, I'm not a good corner pocket person. I like a square top. But I don't think I want that, lose that much of that blue print. So I might still end up making that smaller. Whoop. That was a really bad tear. There we go. I think that's too wide. Sorry, guys. I still think it's too wide. Here, I want more of that blue to show. That's what I meant to say. It didn't come out that way. Oh. Ink, 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 ink. It's funny how even with the lid on, it still gets a crusty top. And I'm right, one of the other ladies said, you know, you think by now we would learn before we turn on our video to make sure our glue is ready to go? But we don't always do. Well, look at me, I forgot my glue stick. So why would I remember to make sure the glue isn't hard on the top? This is bad. I always put that extra ink on my pants. Well, I'm in pajama bottoms. I like pajamas. I have lounge pajamas. I'm supposed to do laundry today. I didn't do it. I'll have to do it tomorrow. I'm out of pajamas. I put my last clean pair on today. So I don't have a choice. Tomorrow has to be laundry. And I have a lot of pajamas, guys, because I like my pajamas. I love pajamas. I love everything about pajamas. I really, really love my pajamas. Do we have any more of that blue that I used here? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I don't want to put that back in there. I'll put it in here. Or did I use that much of it up? I don't think I did. Did I? Really? There was some of it left. I know there was. I know there was. But maybe there has to be another piece. I say that like I really mean it. Because I want, see, it's too white here. So that'll bother me like crazy. So I wanted to take that blue, oh, here it is, and do another piece. Just cut. I think I know. I need it. Ruler works best here. At least I think so. You can do both sides if you want, But I normally don't, because the other one you're not really seeing it. So I don't fuss with that too much, because this is a little tricky. But the nice thing about glue sticks, oh, see, I have to repair that top a bit. That's okay, no biggie, because that'll help me get this done properly. Which I should have just left till I put this in the first place. Right. And then that'd be perfect for me to trim it up. Yep. And then we'll just re-glue that. But I don't think we'll use the glue stick, because I think that, well, the glue stick did dry to that side. Let's just use some of this. Might make it a little easier for me. Let me lift this up. Okay. There we go. But we got to do this. Sometimes what I'll do, well, that's drying, I'll just do that. See, now they got the blue there, so there we go. We'll let that dry a little bit. Okay. If you really want it to get like pocket crazy on something, you could put another little pocket here if you wanted to, but I'm not gonna. Sometimes I do go that pocket crazy, because I don't know, I just like being a little crazy, right? But now, blue ribbon. What do I have? What do I have that I would like? And I'm gonna have hiccups. I need to go on Temu and order some ribbon. This is a hard color, guys. It is a hard color, because it's like a turquoisey, but not a bright turquoisey. And mine are pretty turquoisey. I've learned my lesson on one. I bought a ton of this type from, I don't know if it was Temu or AliExpress. I just don't like the feel of it. But I think it might go nicely along there. So I think we'll end up using it. It's a little turquoisey, but I don't really have a choice, because that's the colors. It's either I have dark blue. I'm not liking that. I need a light blue. I'm not liking that. No, I'm not. Ouch. Oh, I think I might have found. Oh, I might have found. Yeah, I do like that. See, I like that better. That one is going to be a hard one. So I'll just cut it like that for now, and then we'll trim it off after. I got that. I don't even know where I got that. I don't have very much of that. I probably got that either as a Happy Mail, or I got it with this one in like a bag at the thrift store. I need to get light blue. Now, the question is, how do I glue this? Is the question. I put that down first, and then put this along the edge. Not an easy one to do, and I got to do it without getting glue on there. There we go. Then what I thought I could do, so I'm going to leave that ruler there, is then just go along Of course, didn't match that up super well. Might have to just do it that way. Sometimes gluing is tricky. I need to buy some. I need that one that you guys all use. I might just have to invest in it for just things like this. Just for things like this. But I want to keep this ruler here for now. Sometimes I'll even have, I don't even know where my eraser is. I don't even know where my eraser is. My eraser disappeared on me. But I think my pencil sharpener will work. So sometimes what I'll do is just put my eraser just to keep that up. Now I'm not going to put a pocket back here because I'm going to wait to see if I glue this in or what I do. I went ahead and covered it. Okay guys, did you see where I put the lid there? Because just now let's just check. We have some tags here. These were the ones I went and found. Some of these are too big for in there. Sorry, pencil, you're going to have to come out. That's a little big for there. I need a baby one for in there. I want it. That's going to be a tricky pocket. Okay, that's it there. But the other day, last week, my throat. I'm going to take a drink of water, guys. One sec. The throat is very dry for the past 2 days again. I'm a tea drinker. I love my tea in the morning, tea in the afternoon. Oh, I could drink tea all day. But this morning I thought, oh, I'm feeling so tired. Let's have a coffee. But I still feel, see, I'm saying the word tired and it makes me yawn. You know, there was something I wanted to print off. Darn it all. Okay, yes. I'm sorry, guys, I got lost there. I was on the moon. On the moon. Remember I covered a bunch of tags? And I was supposed to come back. And we were supposed to decorate them. And I just had a bad week last week. I could not. I worked on orders because, one, I needed to get them out. I'm way behind. Two, just because a lot of it was fussy cutting. I didn't have to do, and look, I didn't even make a small blue one. Oh, shocky darn. So we have to make a small blue tag. See, that's too small. I think this size is almost perfect. A little taller. Okay. Making sure that's, let's see what I've got sitting here. I got some tags here that aren't decorated. That's too small. This is the right size, just the height of it. So what you do, how much do we really want to take off? Not much. So that's, I'm going to use my lines here just so that I get a straighter, see if I can get a straighter cut. This ruler's broken. But I keep it because it has inches. And here in Canada, you can't get an inch ruler. I bought that at some point in the States because I needed it. When people tell me tags, I can look up how many inches are in a centimeter, or how many centimeters are in an inch, I should say. But, you know, it still doesn't give you an exact. So I just prefer, how well did I do that? Perfect. That's the size we want. That's the size. Lucky I kept those there. I almost threw them in my box. But then I thought, oh, we have to make tags. So now we have to decide what we're going to put on that tag. Okay. I watched a lady who doesn't put a lot of embellishments on her tags. I mean, her tags were simply gorgeous. Gorgeous. And they were so simple. Like, not simple as in, like, you just, oh, I don't know the right word to use for it. It didn't have ladies on it. Didn't have butterflies on it. The wallpaper she used just stood out. And she left it that way. And I thought, I have to make some tags, then just not feel like I have to embellish them all the way, all the time. You know? Well, I know that's going in there. We'll fiddle around with that once we get. Now here, we do have to put something here. That will be, I'm just using this to see the width of it, how much of it sticks out. So that is almost the perfect size this way. Obviously not long ways. Where did I put it? Here. Oh, I know. I was thinking of using a cue card. Okay, so some of that has to come off. And the width is perfect on that. It's just the length of it. So, we also know that we have to take it down a smidgen from that. So, of course, we don't want to take it this far down. So I think we want to take it right about here, I think. Just that much. Just that much. Ruler, ruler, where did I put you? I've been trying to do some lines just to help guide me a little bit. Even though sometimes my drawing a line is not the straightest either. Because you know what? We were talking about different things the other day. And you know, cardstock here is expensive, and I know some people print it on cardstock, their papers, but I find that too thick. And someone said 28-pound paper. Oh, still needs a smidge more. But then I was thinking things that you could use if you wanted to. You would, like, I'm going to cover the back of this, but these are so cheap. Like, I get like 225 of them for $1.50. So even turning it into a tag, if you're trying to look at cheap ways to have extras. The other day I told you how I save packaging. Cardboard boxes from Ritz crackers, or, you know, can all be used. But you just have to watch what you're covering with it. That is it. Okay, so that's perfect. So I decided, you know, and I could buy them in 2 different sizes, right? So you have the bigger ones too. It's a cheap way, and it's square, so you don't have to try and measure out a piece of cardstock. So we know that's going to turn into a journal card. Now, what do we have that we could just make this very simple? We could collage on it, of course. That is always an answer. I really liked this. I would love this image. But then I'm thinking, but it might not be hard enough. That won't go to waste, guys. Won't go to waste. We got to check her time, guys. You know how quickly that time goes. Is it already 50? Oh my goodness, guys. But what I might do, I'm trying to decide. I've got to put on a roast. Let me see what time it is there. Where did I put that? That thing from... I saved it sitting here. I saved it. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I was going to use it. Oh, it's not far. Sorry guys, I just want to see what time it is. Oh, it's 4:18. Guys, I gotta go put the roast on. So I think we might go about 20 minutes over. We might go upstairs, turn on the oven. What I'm doing is, Sylvia, a long time ago, I think this was back in beginning of February, she sent me a beautiful happy mail. I don't get much happy mail. I get stuff when I do swaps, but I don't get just somebody randomly sending me a gift. I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying that, guys. Not at all. That's why when I got this random happy mail, we call it a rack, a random act of kindness, right? I don't get that much. And so I think that's why I keep saying something about it, because it doesn't happen often. But I like to repurpose these. Now this, because the tape, I can't, right? So, but there's still lots of it here I can use. And it's a beautiful paper. Beautiful, beautiful. I wonder if she took a paper bag and made. So I'm going to repurpose it. I know that this is the size I want. So that is the perfect. I just want to do this so I know where I'm tearing it. And I don't want it. Oh, look at that. I drew on the cue card. I'm going to do this. And I love to stamp on this stuff too. I really do. But see, I can use it for more things. I love it. So like I repurposed, you know, that's the idea of, like when people say, oh, you use digitals, you're not really making junk journals. Well, yeah, I am, because I do use the stuff to do other things with. I like a mixture of both. I love digitals. I do. And I'm, you know, I'm not going to excuse that. And there's a big discussion. Somebody was saying how digitals really isn't, when you use digitals, I almost felt like, I know they didn't say it directly, but it felt like I want to bunch it, guys. I want it rough. I don't want it straight edged. I want it kind of, but digitals, I've been making digitals lately, and let me tell you, those girls that do digitals, they put a lot of darn work into them. It is not as easy as people make it sound. It is hard work, and it takes a lot of creativity to do them. A lot. Sometimes, you know, you start making one, and then the first few are kind of easy, but then you want them to be different, but still have the same theme to it. It takes work. And I give them a lot of credit. A lot of credit. I don't want it all perfectly straight. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause it here. run upstairs because it's 4:18 and I need to have that roast on so we can eat by 5:30, 5:45. It's not a big one, so we're going to pause it here. We will be back in a few minutes, and we'll go probably another 20 minutes. All right, I am back. The funny thing is it'll feel like I didn't go because I'm going to try to link the two together. I'm out of breath, guys. Sorry. Should probably caught my breath first. Okay. I want to eat this. I really like this one. And because I out of breath, I'm going to cough. That's why I think it's my blood pressure that's causing this cough. And that's not good. So tomorrow I'm going to put on my list first thing before I do anything else with the day. And then I got some orders, but I haven't messaged anybody and I haven't taken payment for them because I didn't want to take any payments till I caught up my last orders, so that then I start these orders. So I gotta do that too. Those are my two top things in the morning. I gotta do the not so fun things, the emailing and the phone calls. See, I kind of want it. Now, is this too long? A little bit at the end. Maybe a little touch. There, just a touch. And I don't want that. I want it rough looking. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim this off. Because sometimes I find if I don't wait till that's dry and I trim it, it slides off. There we go. There we go. Let's clean up some of those little papers. And one thing you gotta, sometimes, especially if you're putting it in an envelope, you want to try to make sure that part is well glued, especially the parts where you're sliding it in so it's not catching. Oh, I really like that. It's simple, but I like it. And I seen this lady with the cutest little punch, has a little tiny circle, and then like the edge for the punch. It was so darn cute. Oh, I loved it. Now, where's my tab punch? It's over here. I'm bringing it over because I need, maybe I'll do this. Because I don't think I want a circle. I don't think I've got some cut here. I think I want one like this. And now I'm almost wishing I didn't glue that down yet. Do I have enough to pull it up? So that I can put it like this. Let me just see if I got that in a good place or not. Yeah, and at first I thought I was going to cover it, but I think I'm going to leave it natural. And I'll just rust it up before I put it in there. Sometimes if you think quickly and your glue stick hasn't had time to change it, you can I don't want it that, I want to change it to I don't want it to look so cardboardy. There we go. We're going to put a little ink there, a little ink there, a little ink there. Ink. Listen to me. Did you hear what I said? A little ink there, a little ink here. There we go. Perfect. Now, here's the question, and I may not do it right now. Do I cover the back or do I leave the paper bag? That is the question, guys. What do you think? But we got to rough up those edges with some ink. I almost get covered in ink. There we go. There we go. For now, we're leaving it like that. Okay, so there we have that to go in there. Perfect. We need a tag that's going to fit. I think this one, oh, look at that. Was that meant for it or what, guys? Oh, I think it was meant for it. But I don't know if I need to add more to it. See, I almost was thinking I could put the bird on there. Because I don't think I want the lady. Let's see what else we have in here. Or down here. What else can we put? We do have these ladies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think that's it, guys. That's the one I want to go with, but I have to fix the fussy cutting a little. I didn't fuss finish it. See, right around her head. I know some people, I think it's called kissing fussy cutting, where you leave a little bit of the white. For some things I don't mind that, but most of my fussy cuts, you'll find that I cut most of the white off. Now sometimes things are thin, and so it's a little hard in some places. And sometimes I forget to put my glasses on when I'm fussy cutting, so then I have to go back in. It's hard when I'm fussy cutting and watching a show because my glasses are bigger, so they're so hard to kind of put down on my nose. So I sometimes don't have my glasses on. There we go. Let's make sure nothing's on that. Now, what am I going to do for a topper on it? What am I going to do for a topper on it? Yep, I like them on there. Perfect. They were meant for that. They were meant. Okay, guys, I'm losing my mind. Okay, so we have to come up with a topper for that. But at least we know what's going in the top of that. If we want, we could put a little nudge in there. We might do that. That means we gotta pull out circle punch. Both my kittens must be sleeping in my bedroom because nobody's coming to bother me. And since we have that paper there, I just kind of like the idea of making it, it's going to be just a small one. Just a small one, guys. go. Oh, little birdie, you can go in there. You guys can sit up there. You go in there. Okay. She goes in there. Okay. Okay, now I still kind of like this, guys. I don't know why, but I do. And in this case, because it's thin, guys, and it's a pocket, and you know things are going to be going in and out of it. So you want to, I have one book pages I use a lot of. It's this one, and it's not really vintagey, so it's not something I would maybe necessarily put in a journal. So I treat it like almost like 28-pound paper, I guess. It's not quite cardstock, and it's not photocopy paper, and it's just has the right texture to it. And that way the pocket gets a little sturdiness, but not too thick at the same time. You could, if you wanted to give it some more definition, you could have put it behind the paper bag. Let me just, it's not big enough to show you. Here. You could have also, you know, tucked up, left it like with this, and sometimes you can just tear that edging, and you can also do like that with a pocket if you want to give it some more depth to it as well. I like to do that with pockets. I don't know if I have an example in here. Do I, guys? Here. See what I did with the pocket? I used the paper bag. And then just fold it over in little pieces just to give it a... So you can also do that to give it a more definition if that's what you want. I didn't cut that quite. That's because of those scissors. They're just too thick. Sorry guys, because it's small, I have to move it closer to my face even with my glasses on. There we go. And again, I'm going to take my hole punch. I'm going to take my bigger one. And I'm going to, oh, that's not my big hole punch. We're not going to get this done. Did I do too much talking, guys? Too much hemming and hawing. I think that's a perfect pocket. That's why sometimes I like lives. Because I can just sit and craft, and people can come on and off as they want. Talk for a little bit, have a conversation. I love lives. I can't wait till I get enough subscribers so that I can do lives on YouTube. And then I can, you know, like I kind of talking to you guys, you know, and kind of talking to myself. But with a live, I can read, you know, as we're doing it, I can answer questions, or, you know, you can give your input. Yeah, Christina, put it behind a paper bag. Oh, I like that, you know, that type of stuff. I can't wait till I get to that point. Because, yes, it would be nice to make money off of my YouTube, because I am trying to build this to support myself. But that's not the main my main reason right now is so I can do lives, to get up to that point. I really like that, guys. I really do. For a long time I didn't know if I should keep those cows, and I almost recycled it. And I said, no, keep it, just in case, you never know. And I really like it. now I know why sometimes the ladies get everything ready, because if you're thinking of how you want it, and you're thinking about what paper am I going to use, and you're hemming through the paper and everything, you might not create as much as you would like. And I really like that there. I really, really do. And the pocket here it's the wrong blue, but I almost want I want a narrow pocket. I cut these to make the tags. Not quite, if that was a little bit longer. I think I have this we could put as a pocket. Maybe not. Maybe not. Something like this is almost perfect, but if it was a different shade of blue. And at this moment I'm trying to think, where do I have my frames like that? And I don't think I think they're all that blue, unless I went with a cream. And I'm not sure where I put them. I'm just taking one quick peek, because we are going way over the hour, aren't we? Oh, here, I've got a few here, not much. I need to reprint. Some of these are the ones I made. Two cream. Oh, I think that's the only size. I definitely need to reprint. Is that too bad? I have some of these that I buy. Well, I bought the digital, and I have some that I made myself. And these glasses, they're also got the blue in them. So I have to take them off sometimes because they changed the color of it. Can I do that? I would have to, because I like that beige. Or does this one's too small? Too small. That's almost the perfect size, and it's a good color. And I think that's too small too. Unfortunately, I think that's as close as I'm going to get. And I kind of like it. I'm going to see if I can smidge it a bit on each side. Maybe use my smaller scissors, that would help. Ooh, there we go. And if we do it on this side too. That one became really close, guys. Really close. Really close. Let's see if we made it. Oh, I think we did. Still. Ooh. Might have to lose a little of the line. That's okay though. Yeah, there we go. Still looks okay. It's just like the perfect size, guys. Except for like a smidgy. What all the garbage getting on here. So I'm thinking of contacting everybody, getting everybody's orders in and finalized and paid, and then spend 2 days full day cleaning. Wednesday, cleaning, and then Thursday do a video and start orders, like getting orders ready, because some of them already have a lot of, one lady, I've already got 2 of her things, they're set to go, what she bought, because I have the ones I made to show. So, and I have to get to that, tonight after dinner, I need to go to the post office. And I have to contact Lori, and I have to talk to another lady that I have to, I did a swap with her, but she hasn't got it yet. But it can take 2 to 3 weeks for my stuff from Canada to get to them. And I don't have the receipt. I searched yesterday for the receipt so that I can show that it's been mailed, but I don't know what I did with the receipt. Because I have a habit once I mail it and show it, and I don't know if I forgot to show it, because I'm bad for that, guys. I'm bad for posting proof of postage. Really bad. I've slowed down on swaps because I feel bad because I forget about that. I forget to post that swap. And so I feel bad, so I stopped doing swaps. And then I kind of felt like doing one recently. And can I say also, sometimes I do swaps because I get a lot of stuff sometimes I don't like. And I don't want to be mean. And I appreciate it being sent. But it just ends up either going in the garbage. There, I really like that. So there's the pockets in that. So now we have to figure out tags. So that's a perfect size in there. But do I have some that are done? And how this can go in, I can do this 2 ways. I could paper clip it in, but it's pretty bulky. I don't know how it became so bulky, but it did. Right? Or I could put it in, I think the best way, wherever page I put it on, it needs to go on this side and open. It could go in the middle, but it can't be hinged anymore because it's too heavy. It could slide into a pocket, but it would have to be a pretty heavy pocket, right? It could sit in a pocket, but it's pretty thick. It can also sit in a pocket, right? So then I still wouldn't put anything on the back because when you slide it in a pocket, I'm not sure if I would add more to it. But it also does, it'll look good on a page. Come on, turn. If I didn't get up. Oh, that was supposed to be glued down, and some reason that didn't stay well because it's very heavy. So I think I have to, no. It could go on like this side and open. Or it could go in the middle and open, and then it could be even another pocket, depending on what you want to do. We might have to stop there, guys. And I had plans for all kinds of things. I did. And we got to finish all the tags up for this. Like this is just going to be, do I have any blue scraps here? No blue scraps in there. I have one little tiny piece. That's it in blue. That might be just a little short. Might fit on that one. Ugh, my mouth is dry. I don't know what's causing dry mouth, guys. I have really bad dry mouth. But even that right now, that's almost the perfect size for a tag. But I don't like the script on script. But if I trimmed it up, well, guys, you know what? We're going to take a moment. Yes, I'm covering that up. I could do the back, but I'm not punching a hole in this. I don't know what type of tab I'm putting on this yet, because I have to be careful now, because it's bulky. It's very bulky. Let's go ahead and make this tag, because it's Tag Tuesday. So let's do one more tag. We did one tag. Well, sort of. We had it half done. And we made a journaling card. It's not really a tag. back up right away. Good thing is my dinner is on. And the thing is, even with these videos, you can stop them and watch them later too if I make them super long. I think I want to show you one other thing. We have this tag. I have to decorate it. Okay, the front and back is done. We just got to embellish it a little bit. Wish I could remember that lady. When I go into my history, I saw this today, and I thought it was a really good idea. I found this on Pinterest. I loved it. I printed front and back, and where's the ruler I'm looking for? Put that in my stamp. I can stamp on that side of it. I might have to go more narrow in a few minutes. We'll see. I don't want it to be all perfect. Yeah, it's going to have to go more narrow. So which side do we want to take from? Maybe a little off this side. And then that might go on that tag. Oh yeah, it is definitely going to end up on that tag. Okay. What they did is they, oh look at, that was not done very straight, guys. And I end up cutting it with scissors anyways. And they, like on, you know, on a blank paper like this, where maybe you're not going to put anything, not so much that one, because I will, where's one? Maybe it'd be perfect on that. Might have to still narrow it up a bit. Yeah, got to take some more off the side. And it should have been longer. I shouldn't have taken, well, I didn't even take that much from the top. I just took a tiny bit, but it doesn't matter. We'll take a little bit from this side. And it's a writing spot, more writing spot. But like here, where you don't want to necessarily, not here. Where, oh where, oh where, oh where. This was meant to be done quickly, guys, to show you really quickly. Come on. Come on, come on, she said. Come on, come on. Not working for that one. Anyways, let's pretend we're not putting that there. We'll put it somewhere else. All she did is she just hung it over. She didn't even paper clip it. She just hung it over and did like that. But for me, I feel like I would probably put a little paper clip, right? And I thought it was a great idea, right? Because it's more journaling space. It adds something to the blank page that you don't really want to cover up. And look, isn't that perfect? Really good idea. It doesn't add a lot of thickness. It's got to, once I close the book, that'll start to lay flat. And you've got more writing space and you've decorated that page. Isn't that a great idea? I love it. Now, where I'm going to put this most likely is maybe here now. But for now, I'm just going to stick it in here so I don't lose it. I wanted to show you that one because I thought that was a really cool idea. And before I forgot it. I love it. Okay. And then I know now that I'm going to put this on here. Why don't we go ahead and do that right now? Yes. Because I like that there. We'll just have to clean it up a bit. That's easy to do with some ink. Take the corner off of it. There, that adds a little more to that. Great scraps. Even these I keep because they come in handy for a little spot where you might want a little. And then take your inker. And even in this case, nothing says you have to put anything on the top. And I know, where did I put little birdie birdie? Where did I put that little birdie 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 birdie? Where did I put it? How could that birdie get that far away, guys? Where did that birdie go? My goodness. How did that birdie escape? We just had that birdie guy. Oh, there it is. Little birdie, birdie, come home to mama. Little birdie, 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 birdie. Yep, I'm crazy, guys. The little, oh, birdie's too big. Oh, he would have been perfect on there, too. Look. He would have been perfect on there. You're probably seeing the top of my head. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, these things are just causing me. I started off with this being so neat and organized. We got a couple things we can try. Butterfly. Add that. We could add that. I don't have one right now, or it would be perfect. I have to find one and print one. I think Andre's out mowing the lawn. Well, in between our rain, we've had rain. We had such beautiful weather for a week. This is another thing, and I've got to print one its size. But this is another thing when you don't want to add bulk like I need there. I make these bows. So I'm going to find one, and I think that's what it's going to end up on the top of that. The butterfly's too big. The butterfly's too big. Then we could come in with this one. Or we could come in with that birdie would have been beautiful on there. I might remake him and make him smaller. I don't want to cut his tail off. I also like the other thing too. Is there a way for me to, oh, I can make him fit. And see, I don't get in here and cut because it would be really meticulous. So I just take my inker and I do that. And then the white doesn't show. It's the same as your ends. If you find you can't get the really close with the white and a bit of white is showing, just take your inker. I like this birdie. I really do. And I'm going to get a blue bow for the top. A printed one. I just like that bird with it. He's just perfect. There we go. And we could still add that if we wanted to. But I don't, now that with that I don't like it. There we go. And I'm going to print a bow to go on the top. And then we got that tag done. Then we need something, we did this tag, we just need to do the topper. So, well, it looks more like a journal card, doesn't it? And so we still need something for there. Let's see quickly if we have a tag before I say goodbye. There is that one. It's not jumping out at me, but it does work. It's not screaming, I'm perfect, I'm perfect, I'm perfect there. I think this is too wide, but I could narrow that without a problem. Or is it too thick for that spot? For some reason right there, I find once I let it dry, I gotta puff it up a bit. Okay, what you do in that case, say you want to use this, just take a little off of each side, and if you take just a little off each side, as close as you can to about the same amount, that way it leaves these pretty balanced. Is it still too big? Oh, how can you still be too big? Another little bit off of that side, and another little bit, and that should be perfect. There we go. Now he might be too tall. He might be too tall after all that. He has to be shorter. So we have to play around and find a tag for him. Because this is pretty tall too. But in this, yeah, because I don't want to cut off that beautiful blue, right? So we have to play around for a tag for that. And we still have to do the front to this. So we still have something to do with that one. But we tried something new together. I hope you'll give one a try. This is something, even if you don't decorate it, you could easily take a bunch of envelopes, and let's say you are working on, you have pink, purple, whatever, or you could do it all neutral, like just with script writing, and then you can pull it out, or with book pages, or with music pages, and then you can add your color of whatever journal it is with the pockets and everything. And you could easily mass make those and have them sitting ready to go. And like I said, you could, if you don't want to do the side one, you could do, I could have done a topper here and then the side one here, or I could do two toppers. It all depends on, you can make that decision which way you want to go. What I might do overnight is just add some weight onto it, just to start to have it, the crease of it a little bit. That's, you know. So thank you for joining me on this extra long video today. I really want to do a live and just work for a couple hours and let people come in and talk and da-da-da-da-da. I like doing that type of stuff. See, I sometimes keep these little papers because this is perfect. Like, I could make that a dangle tag. So sometimes keeping these little papers, I know it sounds silly, but it does work. And so I'm going to paper clip that there, throw it in there, because we might, there's a layered tag I want to do too. So we might come back to that. So there we go, guys. That's developed from an envelope. And again, you could add another pocket on the back if you want it. This would also be a great happy mail or a rack by filling it all up for a person and sending it like that. And then that you could even, let's say it was a rack, you could put some fussy cuts in here, or on the back, throw some fussy cuts in them, or labels in, and you could add more things to the pocket, or do, you know. She also put one with a journal in here. She sewed a little, like 3 or 4 pieces of paper into it as well. All right. Thank you. She did 2 styles. She did what I did, and then one where she made it into a little notepad. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, Thursday. I think tomorrow I'm going to do some cleaning and organizing to make me feel better. And then Thursday we'll come back. I have to do a journal. I got 2 on behind in for design teams. They understood my lateness because of all the things. So I have those coming up soon too for you. Have a good evening. Bye-bye. Love you all. Thanks for joining me.